Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Satisfactory. So after a brief interlude where we have just gone and had a little bit of wandering round, it's time to get back to work, so let's get back to it. And then I want to go for a smelter. Right, the smelter, this first one here, I'm going to rotate that one round, and I'm going to put that one... I'm going to bring that one over here. I don't want it too far away from our iron over there. I'm going to drop that one right there. So there's smelter number 1. Smelter number 2, which we're also going to want to use, I'm going to bring that one, and I'm going to put that one over this way a little bit more. Now that may, like, it is a little bit further away from the base than the first smelter, but it's fine. It will work out alright. I am actually seriously considering... you know what? I'm going to move this one. Purely because later on they get rather noisy. So I've just pressed F on there and I've gotten my refund of wire and iron rods and stuff. So then I can go back to the smelter like that. And this one I'm going to move him over here. I'm going to put him over there. Just because I think it'll be a bit better just having it just a little tiny bit further away. I want to start off with... I want 2 portable mine... Actually, we could go for 3 of these. I've only got enough iron to make 1. Did I get more iron? I have got more iron. I've got more. Before we actually... No, there's... I need to go like this. And I want to go to you. No connection. The first thing that we need to do is we need to build a connection. So you press number 2 to bring up the power line. And I can then just point it over to there like that, and I can join the 2 of them together like that. So we've now got a power line, and then I can go, I need to insert fuel. So I'm just going to double click the leaves like that, and I've now got biomass in there, and it's generating power, which means that this one is now ready to fire up. I can configure, I want to make iron ingots. And then I want to click on the iron ore like that. It'll put 100 iron ore in there, and it will make 30 per minute. It won't put them out anywhere at the moment. It's got nowhere to put them out. If there's ladders on the sides of the machines, you can climb up on them. You can have a look around if you want to, and jump off and so on. Okay, so we've got that one. That one is now up and running. We've already got 10 in there. I'm going to double click that, and then I'll take that. So we've got 12 pieces of iron right there. Run back over to this side and iron plates. So I can craft 6 iron plates right there. And then I'll go back onto here. I can now make another portable miner. There. And I'm going to make 1 more. Actually, I'm going to want 2 more, but I can only make 1 more at the moment. The reason that I'll want 2 more is for things later on. Don't worry about it at the moment. It's nothing that we need to concern ourselves with right now, but having already just... I've only played this once. I just know that some things are going to be useful for us. So we take the miner right there, and I can... Oh, no, I don't want to press E. I want to just click like that. Now, I love this thing. Absolutely love the way that this thing goes and he unfolds. Look at him. Unfolds like that. Little robot looking around. And then he starts working, he starts drilling in, and we can open this one. He's already got himself 11 iron ore in there. I'll grab all of that. And I can run back over this side, and I can have a look in here. We're running low on that, or running lower. Take the iron out. That'll carry on going. So we got 1 more iron ingot. And we're going to bring that, not iron ingot, we got 1 more drill, which we're going to want to use up there. So that's the closest copper we've got. So we're going to go take a little trip up this hill, and we'll go and see that iron, the copper. I'll pick any leaves as I go along as well. They're still useful. Trust me on this. You're going to want these. And there. So this is our copper deposit right here. Press tab to open this one, by the way. Double click on there. And then, right, just click onto the copper. There's our little robot. Look at him. I love the way that the little eyes open up and he sort of gets together and turns his feet into a drill. Very awesome. Very cool the way it does that. Let's gather up some of these right here. I'm picking up bits of wood as well. That's also classed as biomass, and it'll be stuff that we use later. And we can use it right now if we want to, but I don't actually want to. Right, have I got any more around here? I think I do. I was just kind of wandering around a bit. Press E and pick up copper ore normal, like that. So I can go and I can just mine a little bit like that myself if I want to, just to help speed things along. But I don't need to do that very much. I don't need to grab loads of the stuff. I'll just grab any leaves that are there. Right. And then I'll come back over here and I'll open this one. We've got 42 pieces of copper ore in there. And now we come down at... Whoa! That was a long way to drop. I love the way... I really love the jump on this one. The jumping... I really do. The jumping is absolutely fantastic. It's awesome. It really is. It's genuinely awesome being able to leap and bound around like this. I'm not going to worry about the second smelter for a minute. It is something that we're going to want to do. So right now, I want to go back into here, and we've built that bit. See, build a smelter to automate production of ingots, equip a portable miner, and place it on the resource. Use a biomass burner to supply power. So we've done that to that one over there, but we haven't done it to the other one. I will do it to the other one. I'm just not going to worry about it at the moment. What I do want to do is, I've only got 29 of them. So we're just going to go in here, and we're going to manually quickly run through the copper like that, and make ourselves a few of them, and then I can click on the wire right there, and I can do those. I've only got 5 of these iron rods, so I need to make some more of them, and I've only got 3 of the iron plates. So if I make a load more of those, like that, and I can only make 6 of them. So that is enough. I don't need to make any more than that, not for a minute. So, like I said, double-click those, and it puts just enough into there. Once they're in there, you can't actually get them back. I didn't realize that. Once you've double-clicked them, so make sure that you've got them to spare. If you're thinking maybe, I don't know, hold on to them, because you can dump the stuff in here as you go along. Okay, upgrade hub. There we go. Next stage. New buildings, new parts, new scannable resources.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Scanner Stone. New buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 7th objective. Hub upgrade, conveyor belts. Note: use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note: constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
Right, so our next upgrade on here, go to the hub upgrade. We now need to get reinforced iron plate, we need to get concrete, we need cables, and we need 75 iron plates for this one. So you need a little bit more. It very quickly gets to the point where you need the automation. Because of the numbers involved, it does push you towards automation, automating it rather than trying to do it manually. And this is a good thing. You do want to work towards full automation if you can. Automating it is definitely easier. So we got right here now, we've got a room in here. We can't do anything with that at the moment. But that's right there. We've got another area under construction. This whole hub thing starts to get bigger and bigger. Then we've got our biomass burner over here. It's got 400 leaves in it at the moment. That is more than enough. Right, we've done that, we've done that. So then if I press Q, we've got our build menu. We've got the new constructor right there, and then power, I've got power poles, I've got power lines in there. Special is still just the hub. Constructor, that is a very handy item to have, but there's not much point in us using it at the moment until we get the next upgrade, which is the conveyor belt. The conveyor belts really, really do make the difference for this game. Trust me on this. It's like the thing. That's the thing that we want. So let's just eat those down a minute. And I want to press C, and press and hold, and I want limestone now. Oh, that's up there, isn't it? There. We've got some limestone. Look down there. It's 100 me, you can see it. Look right up, or look right down. But there's our limestone that we're going to want. So we're going to want one of those portable miners on the limestone as well. First of all, we can just go and we can mine it like this, just holding it. You get a little bit more limestone on these than you do with than you do iron ore and copper ore on them. They last a little while, but they are finite, like the iron ore ones and the copper ore ones. We've got 2 of them on here. So this is limestone pure. Now it says pure because every time you hit, right, we're getting several pieces of limestone on each one. The impure stuff, that's got like a percentage for how pure it is, and when you get the automated miners going, essentially it's just how long it takes you to get one lot of iron ore out of the ground. So the less pure it is, the longer it will take you to actually get anything useful that you can use for mining. Right. There's that bit out there. I've got... don't have another miner at the moment. We'll want 2. Because what I did find was I had one over there for... I had another one for iron. I had 2 for iron. And then I had another one for... we had one for limestone as well. We won't worry about the limestone for a minute. I've got the stone at the moment. I have got that. So I'll go into here. And then I can go to concrete, and we can just very quickly craft this into all the concrete that we're going to need. What I will do is if I make all of this into concrete, as rapidly as we can, like that, we want 2 reinforced plates for this as well. And you need screws to make those, which you need iron rods for, which, yeah. And then you want those, you need 24 screws for each of those. So we don't have that available at the minute. But if I go there and I double-click the concrete, I've now reserved all the concrete that I'm going to need. And the reason that I want to do that is because I want to bring out, to start with... now, if I press 2, power line, you can't connect more lines to this connection. You can only put 1 connection onto it. Okay? So what I would like to do is I want to put a power pole... there, like that. Now, if I press F a minute, and I go to that power line, and I will dismantle that power line, and then I can press number 2, like this, and I can go from our supply line there. It will automatically put down a power line. If you've got the materials for a power line, it will automatically put one down for you. I don't have the iron rod available, but I can put one to there, and then I can click on that one, and I can join that all the way over to there. Okay? Now I've got another thing over the other side of that. And it's that rock right there is in the way. I think later on there is actually something that we will get that will allow us to destroy things like those rocks. But we won't worry about that. So what I want to do, this one is now done. If I go to you, I can take those 98 out of there. We'll go over to the miner a minute and we will take out the iron ore there. You don't need power for those little portable ones. You know, they've got batteries or solar powered, whatever it might be, but you don't need to worry about it. We'll take that. So that's going to start working now. We've got now a load of plates, and so we can make some more iron rods. If I make 20 of these, 30 of these, like that, there we go. Right, I got a few of them. Iron plates, I can currently make 35 because they take 2 iron ingots for each plate. So I'm going to take several of them like that. And I'll come back to those again in a minute. I want to go to making power lines, right? So I'm going to take power off of that one like that, and I can now, you can see it's got the power line out there. It'll let me do it. Wire is too long. There's only so long you can make each wire, and I'm going to bring a wire to there, and then I'm going to click onto that one, and I'm going to click onto that one over there. Right, so that one's now up and running. It's got power. The only thing that I don't like is the way the power goes into these low down. Some of the machines, the power goes up high, so it will go into it sort of from every side, and it does look right. Some of them not quite so much. So we're going to put the copper going in there. I've got a bit of copper ore I'm carrying. I'm going to run up now, and we're going to get the next lot of copper ore that will be ready in our little miner that we've got up here. And then once I've got that, I'll put a little bit of it going into our mining smelter down the bottom. Let's go and have a look at you. So there we go. We've got 100 in there already. Instantly starts working again, and I'll start running back through. Just run into here, and if I drop in a bit more of that, and I'll take 24 bars, and then I can go back through this way. We need the reinforced stuff, so I can make some screws for a minute. I'll make a load of those. Drop that down. I got 3 reinforced plates that I can make now. At the moment, a constructor is gonna. Those cost 3 reinforced plates. So they're reasonably expensive when it comes to things like that. Now, we could actually make one of them. So what I'll do to start with is I'm going to go there, and I'm going to turn all the rest of these into screws. We're going to want several reinforced plates anyway. So if I do that, then I go to this one. Now, these take iron plates and they take screws. And at the moment, we've only got the construction things. So reinforced iron plates, essentially, we have to craft these ourselves. Okay, this is something that we do have to do on our own. It takes 24 screws to make each of these. So we've now got 6 reinforced iron plates. So we're going to here, and I'll take 2 of them out and put into there. Then we've got a cable there. We're going to need more cables anyway. So I'll go back over to here, and I'll go to the wire, and I will craft all of the wire. Again, this is another thing that we're going to want to automate fairly quickly. We're not going to do it just yet, but it is something that we're going to want to automate reasonably early on. Bring that down. So we've got 32 copper, and we've got 29 of them. Double click that. I've now got all of those. The only thing we've got left to get is the 75 iron plates, and I'm going to do a little bit of automation on this. So I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to move it away a little bit. Now, if you press and hold Control while you're moving things, it will line it up. See, it's trying to line it up optimally. I'm going to put that one right there like that. And that's now in a straight line between the two. What I can do here, if I take the power line, right, see that one there? That's 3 of 4. You can only have 4 lines coming out of any particular power line. Now, at the moment, that's not going to be any kind of issue to it for us whatsoever. Alright, it won't make any difference, so we can just do that. But later on, we'll need to dismantle these, and we'll need to add in some more power poles to try and increase the efficiency of it all, make sure everything is running perfectly, and so on and so forth. So we'll go back into here. I'll take those out. I've got no more iron to put in there for a minute, but we do have more iron over here. So we'll take the next 100 iron ore out of there. I'll run it over this way, and I go to there, and I will drop in 100 iron ore into that one, and then I'll go over to this one. I want this one to make iron plates, so do that, and then I can double click on that. I can't click anymore, as 100 is the maximum that it'll allow me to put into there, and then it'll keep going with the iron plates. Now, what I can do is I can come back a little bit later on. I can add in some more, because it's taking 2 iron ingots to make one of those, and it will allow a stack of 100 of those in there, so I can add more in there just to keep piling them up if I want to. So we've now got that little bit automated. So all we're waiting on now is 75 iron plates, and that's our next bit of automation completed. There was another thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to make another portable miner. I'm just gonna make 1 at the moment. I did say that I was gonna do 2, that I'd want 2, but I'm just gonna make the 1 of them right now. And we're gonna run this over, and we're gonna put this on the limestone up here, because this is something that we're going to be using. Again, it's another one of those items that is gonna be useful later. It's something that we're gonna want quite a bit of, this limestone. So if we can, and you can see here it says impure. It's more difficult to mine this stuff. It takes longer. So I want to double click that one so it puts it in my hand. Then I can drop that down onto there. Our little robot goes through all the motions, getting himself set up. Like that. I love it. I really love these little robots. They're so cool. And then he's working, and in that time he's already gone and gathered up that. And you can see how long it takes to get 1 piece of limestone, because of how impure the limestone is that we're on at the moment. And it sort of it's related. I'm not entirely sure what the ratios and stuff like that are, but there is a connection to it. There is some kind of connection. So I want to go to you, and I'll take those out of there, and I want to go to you, and I'm going to take those. I'll put them in, and then the rest of them I'm going to come over here. You know, it'd probably be quicker if I just made them myself, actually. It would probably be faster. I can make 10. Yeah, see how fast I can make them? So that's given us 45. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to grab those, just because it's that much faster for me to do it myself. We need another 30. There, I got 46 right there. I can spam through these nice and fast. We need 75 iron plates. There's 75. Got a little bit more, and then we'll do 9 iron rods as well. So we want some of them. Like that, and then I go back to you, and double click those, and we've got the next upgrade. Nice. Hub upgrade number 3. What do we got? Buildings, parts, and player upgraded as well.
Congratulations. You have unlocked new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, hub upgrade, additional power. Advice: when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts. Caution: overloading the power network guarantees suboptimal performance.
Overloading the power network is a bit of a nuisance. Now, we have a look in here. You can see every time you upgrade it, right, you get, like, it does change in appearance. And that's changed in appearance as well. We'll have a look around here, and then you can look in here. We've now got a room in here. We've got, there's our toilet. We're now able to use facilities. So far, we've been squatting under a bush and using leaves. Now we're able to do things in a more civilized fashion. And we've got over here, although, yeah, the 3 seashells, they're under there, and I'm still not quite sure how to use the 3 seashells. So, if anybody could tell me, if anybody could explain the 3 seashells, I would really appreciate it. So we've got a kitchen as well here. We can make things. We've got our fridge, ice cube maker right there, and we've got a station over here, a workstation. That's something that will come later. We don't actually use that at the moment. And then over here we've got this. We've got 1 biomass burner on here. We're able to get more biomass burners later if we want to. I'm going to take those leaves out of there, and we won't worry about the power at the moment, but we're going to go back into here, and you can see biomass leaves that actually I can turn those into biomass. 10 leaves makes 1 lot of biomass, right? Now, the only reason for doing this is it's more efficient that way. And then wood, we've got a little bit of wood that we've already picked up. 5 pieces of wood makes the piece of biomass there, but I only clicked that once, and that gave me quite a bit of biomass. Okay, so the wood is definitely a better one to get. You can put a stack of 200 biomass into here, and this one is a lot slower. You get more out of each of those, by capacity 20 megawatts instead of the 6 I think it was previously. So it still looks like leaves coming out of there, but yeah, we're using a different one now. We've now got a ladder. We can go up here, look, and we can stand in the cloud of smoke if we want to. There's nothing over there yet, but that will come later on, don't worry. There's more stuff to come over there. And then here's our landscape. It is genuinely beautiful here, isn't it? I really do like it. Okay, and you can probably see on position 3 and position 4, we've now got conveyor belts. Another very useful item. To make conveyor belt, actually, I'll press Q a minute first, and we'll have a look. So we've got the constructor, we've got the smelter, we've got the craft bench, and we've got this. We've already seen those. Power, right there, you've seen those. Logistics, we've now got the conveyor pole. That requires 1 of those iron rod, 1 iron plate, and 1 concrete to make a conveyor pole. Then we've got a conveyor belt that requires a piece of iron plate. That's very easy. And then foundations. Now this, I haven't actually made these, but you can basically build a large set of foundations somewhere if you want to. So I can put that one out. I can clip it onto there if I should want to. I think if I'm trying to press control. I'm assuming that... I don't actually know, because I've not actually tried to do it. If I go to that one there... Encroaching others clearance. I'm pressing control. Hold snap to guideline. Hold left control. It's not snapping to any guideline. So I'm not entirely sure about this one at the moment. And if I come up here... Right, that's not kind of clear against each other anyway. But you can build a large foundation. You can put out a great big foundation, and then you can put the machinery and stuff onto foundations. It's not something that I've done yet. There is something that would be useful later. I don't know. So you click on the conveyor belt there. You can move it around like that. It's not sort of a set thing. It will curve and it will go all over, and we can just click it right into there. So that will now automatically run out of there and into there. Right? This is a it's like poetry in motion. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. So that's that little bit there. Then if I look over into the hub configuration, we want hub upgrade number 4. We need 100 iron plates, 75 rods, 20 concrete, and 20 cables. So select milestone right there. And I'm going to... Right, I don't have the cables, but I do have the concrete. So I'll put the concrete in immediately. And I'm going to want to go... I'm just going to run over here. And I'm going to grab what's in here. We've got 99 copper ingots there. I'll put that in like that. And we're going to want to do more upgrading. We'll need more reinforced iron plates so that we can make some more stuff with that very soon. Oh, power up. Was there? There's power. No, I haven't got a power upgrade yet. The only power upgrade that we got at the moment is the biomass wood right there. The other upgrade, when you get more more biomass burners, that's the next step. Along with the basics for full automation. If you have a look in here, select milestone, miner mark 1, storage container, and inventory slot. It's number 5 there. Biomass burner, space elevator. That's a big thing. That is object scanner, beacon, inventory slots. But it's this one right here. So we get more inventory slots. The miner mark 1 and the storage containers. Those are both really cool. I want to go there. I want to make lots of wire. I want to turn all of this into wire a minute. So let me just spam through that. Yeah, that's all of that lot. It gives me 321 pieces of wire. And then I can spam through this and turn some of that into cables. I'm not going to turn all of it into cables, but let's go for 50 cables, shall we? There. Then I can come back over to there, and I'll add in the cables that I want. Right. That's step 1 done. I've got another lot of this that I want to add in, so I will just... Oh, hang on, I want to grab all, don't I? So I'll do that, and then I can come back over to this one, and I can dump that lot into there. That's going to start pumping that through, like that. So then I want another smelter, and I want to be able to start making another item, because we get these iron ingots that are coming out of here, but I don't just want iron ingots, do I? I also want the rods coming out as well. So I'm going to put the next one, I'm going to put a smelter right there. Can I make a smelter? I can. Excellent. Right, so I can pop a smelter down here, and I'm hoping I can actually put that fairly close to it. If I... control like that. Now that does snap to a grid. That does put it in line. So I can put it right there like that. I'll drop that one down there. Right. And I don't want to make another one of them. What I'm going to want to do next is... Oh, actually. And there we have it, folks. I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop things now because we have run out of time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.